Host Kimberly Escobar.
And on today's show, we have a special guest, Julia Welch. Thank you, Julia, for being on today's show. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hi, my name's Julia. I have my own podcast with my friend Sophie called Girlboss Unfiltered. And on our show, we talk about college life, lifestyle stuff, pop culture. We also live in Hawaii, so we talk about that. And we also like to talk about a self-empowerment for women and just obviously being a girl boss. And so that is why I'm here today to kind of talk about all of that kind of stuff.
Right. We're very excited to have you here because I feel like a lot of students like around our age kind of lack of self-confidence or we overthink. And I'm personally one of them too. Like I'm trying to learn how to be more confident. And it's really great to have you here. And before we talk about different ways on how to build self-confidence, I wanted to start hopefully a simple question for you. And it is, what is your favorite thing to do in the morning to get you started for the day?
My favorite thing to do in the morning is I recently started to like journal on stuff this past year especially. So just like waking up and not going on my phone and just like journaling like what I'm grateful for. And just kind of, and I also just make a to-do list of what I want to do, but I just try and not be on my phone first thing in the morning.
So, damn, I should learn how to do that. That's a good thing.
It was so hard to start doing. I remember, but once you do it, it feels like so much better.
Yeah, I once tried to do that. I like did it for like 2 days and then like I stopped doing it.
It took me like 2 weeks.
Oh.
It was kind of long, but like after that, it was fine. So I have faith that you'll be able to if you wanted to try again.
And Kimberly, what's your favorite thing to do in the morning to get you started?
Well, normally when I wake up, I feel like I'm always rushed when I wake up because I have to go to school and stuff, and I always wake up like 10 minutes-ish before I wake up or before I need to leave. And then I usually go to the gym before school, so I should go to the gym.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. For me, like I totally relate with you, Julia. Like I've tried like not looking on my phone in the morning, and it makes such a huge difference because there's like so much news like going on that like it kind of stresses you out when you see it first thing in the morning. So like just journaling and like appreciating what you have right now like really helps being more positive, I feel like. So yeah, and then for me, I like to listen to music to like just hype me up for the day so I can get things rolling. So that's one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Moving on to about self-confidence, I was wondering if you have heard about the It Girl. It's been going around like on TikTok videos. I'm not sure if you have seen it.
Yeah. We actually, Sophie and I did an episode of our podcast kind of talking about that kind of stuff. So, and I unfortunately spend a lot of time on TikTok, so I definitely know what that is.
Oh, that's cool. I should be listening to that podcast soon then.
What are your thoughts on it?
Sorry?
I was asking Julia, what are your thoughts on the It Girl?
I think it's a good, I don't know, because like obviously you want to like be like productive like that, but I also think it sets up like kind of unrealistic standards to be like that like every single day of your life, because we are human and it's okay like if you don't do that for a morning. I mainly see girls like that doing like their morning routine. So I think it's like a good thing to strive for, but it's like not super realistic to do every single day.
Yeah, I feel like there should be like a balance, because sometimes you're gonna be very tired and waking up early in the morning and getting your stuff done, but like making sure you have rest days, I feel like it makes it more normal and it's easier to set goals like that if you're able to rest
Definitely.
Yeah, and
I have a quick question.
yeah, go ahead.
So me and Anali were kind of talking about this, like material girl, and like I thought that material girl and like it girl were the same thing. Do you think they're the same thing?
I think material girl is just a meme. Am I wrong? I don't know.
I don't know either. And then Annalie was saying like there's like a difference to it. And like what were you saying, Annalie?
I thought material girl is like someone who like spends money and then just like proudly shows that they're a material girl on TikTok. I'm not sure. Or earning money. I think
when I hear material girl, I think of the audio, like the TikTok audio.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's a meme. But maybe I'm just not on material girl TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
It's crazy. Yeah, and do you think so you don't consider yourself like an it girl or material girl?
I wouldn't know. I would be putting myself on a very high pedestal, I think. I don't know. I don't really consider myself that at all. Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, that's very interesting to hear from your perspective on that. Because like for me, like when I'm on Instagram, like mostly all my videos are like it girl, like motivation and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like kind of interesting. And Kimberly, did you wanted to ask another question?
Do you think like other girls on TikTok, because I was just thinking I always see like videos of like people being like it girl and stuff. Do you think it is good for them to be showing that to other people? Because I feel like when I look at a TikTok, like I think, oh, they're doing this every day, and I'm like, why don't I do that type of thing, you know? Do you think that's like a good thing to post?
Kind of going back to what I was saying before, I feel like it sets this unrealistic standard for girls, and like obviously like most people that do that like don't do it every day, or there are people who are crazy and like feel the need to strive for that, and then there are people who just don't do that at all. But I also think you shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet, because like a lot of things on social media and stuff like that, just like it's just the highlight reel of someone's life. So yeah.
I totally agree with that, because like it's edited, and like it's not like live, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it does like set up like, I don't know, like it really like it's like, oh, it's so pretty, like their morning routine, they're very organized, but sometimes it's just not how it is. But I do appreciate like the behind the scenes. I don't know if you have seen those. And then some do put like description on like thoughts or they do like journaling too. But that's like it depends on like who makes the videos and stuff like that. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Kimberly?
I was just gonna ask her a question, saying, since you said how you wake up and you write in a journal, do you do that like every single day, or are there like times where you don't?
I do try and journal every day, just because like it makes me feel a lot better, but I don't journal at the same time every day, because I don't wake up at the same time every day. Like sometimes I have like classes these days and sometimes I don't. So sometimes I'm waking up at like 10 o'clock and sometimes I'm waking up at like 8 o'clock. But regardless of what time I wake up at, I try and make my first thing to at least write 3 things that I'm grateful for. And then if I have time / motivation to continue, I will. But I always try and write like what I'm grateful for, like in that moment waking up.
Is all you write is what you're grateful for, or do you like write like, because I know you said you do a to-do list, do you like write like because I know some people just do like a little journal entry or something like that?
Yeah, I write what I'm grateful for, and then I do like the to-do list, just like what I need to do that day, because like my mind is scattered at all times, and if I don't write it down, I'll probably forget to do it. And I try and like actually like write like how I'm feeling about something or just like an actual like entry. But I always make sure to at least write what I'm grateful for. And if I have a bunch of stuff that I need to do that day, then I'll write a to-do list as well.
Okay.
And do you do like a journal for like before you go to sleep? Is that
I
something?
just use the same journal. Like I just have one journal that I use that I got on Amazon. So nothing
So
too
like
crazy.
do you write on your journal when before you go to sleep?
I only do it in the morning. I think I've seen people do it at night, and I definitely think if I can remember to do it at night, maybe I'll start doing it because by the time it's nighttime, I can go to sleep so quickly. It's crazy. So maybe I'll try and do it at night too. But no, I kind of just do it in the morning for the most part.
That's interesting. For me, particularly, I write more my to-do list at night because like
Yeah,
I
me
stress out.
too.
I stress out too much about the stuff I need to do the next day, so I plan and organize so I can like sleep without stress and stuff like that. So yeah.
I have a
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. So do you think that journaling and like doing what you're grateful for, do you think for that has it helped you to build confidence in any way, or like do you think it will help others as well?
I think, yeah, I definitely think that writing what I'm grateful for in the morning has just helped me be like a lot happier in the morning because like I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm thankful for my family. And then I start thinking about it. It puts me in a good mood. And then it does, like, I would say, help with my confidence. I also have an app on my phone of like affirmations and stuff that just kind of like I get like a notification like a few times during the day. And then when I see that, I also like I always make sure to like either read it out loud or like I read it in my head just so like I'm like acknowledging it. So yeah, I would just say those things is what is helping me with all that kind of stuff.
Have you tried like using affirmations, like saying affirmations in front of a mirror?
I've actually never tried that. I've heard that that can work, but I've just never have tried that before.
Oh, I see. And have you tried it, Kimberly? Like by any chance? Have you done it?
Affirmation?
Yeah.
Not like I never heard about like you have to do it like towards a mirror. But I think I have done it not recently, but like in the past. But then like now and then I feel like it does like bring it somewhat into existence because you're like if you're saying like oh you're gonna pass a test, like you obviously need to like study, not just say like I'm gonna pass it, but like you have to do both in my opinion. And then it's like I'm gonna tell myself I'm gonna pass this, I'm gonna pass this, and I feel like that just brings in like positive vibes like towards me and stuff. So.
Yeah, I feel like everything is in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you believe in yourself, you're gonna do it. And I feel like just thinking happy thoughts does like bring you confidence and stuff because like for me, I tend to overthink a lot, and when that happens, I get stressed out or I feel anxious, and then it just like brings my mood down, or I'm less self-confident of myself. And I've seen and I've noticed that if I'm like happy, then it brings me confidence.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you guys have like I don't know if Julia, if you have played a sport before, but like you really need to get confidence to like play well. For me in basketball, I wasn't confident in the beginning and I wasn't playing that well. But once I had confidence, I was able to do what I needed to do, and it was great. I don't know, Julia, if you wanted to add on to that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I definitely think that confidence and just self-confidence, self-esteem, all of that stuff, kind of going off of like the affirmation, it's definitely a mindset thing. And it's definitely something that just won't happen overnight. And it's something that you have to work on every day in order for it to like actually work. And then once you start having that mindset, you're just going to feel so much better. And I think that the only person that will be able to get you into that mindset is yourself. like you could have people tell you all these different things like that make you feel good about yourself, but if like you don't believe it yourself, then it's like it just doesn't do any benefit for you, I think. And that's something I've learned actually over the past few months. So yeah.
And Kimberly, did you want to add anything to that?
I agree with the things you guys are both saying. I had a quick question. You said you had an affirmations app. I was wondering what it's called.
Here, let me look at it right now. I don't remember. I think it's just called I Am. Yeah, and it just gives me like little affirmations throughout the day. And it's really nice. And I have a little Apple Walk because I go on walks all the time. And even sometimes when I'm walking, I get like an affirmation and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a good walk.
What type of affirmations are there?
There is like a bunch of different kinds. There's like some about school, some about like career stuff, self-confidence.
So you can choose like what you want to like.
I think you can, yeah. I kind of get like a mix of everything. And you can also like the affirmations that you see, and like it kind of like saves it in a folder.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna give a short announcement and give a break from us talking here, and it's actually kind of related to self-confidence. There's a Marin Teen Girl Conference here in Marin. It's annual, and it's for girls in 8th grade through 12th grade, and there's going to be 18 workshops spread over 3 sessions. And it's a conference for girls and by girls, and it will be on Sunday, March 20, 2022 from 9 a.m. through 3:30 p.m. PST, and it's going to be in Embassy Suites, San Rafael. For more information, you can go to www.marinteengirls.org, and you can see the conference information and registration. So if you're interested in going into the workshops, I believe there's going to be about youth voice and about school and just tips. So if you're interested, I recommend going there. And yeah, going back to what we were talking about, self-affirmation, I wanted to also add about the sleeping. Like sleeping also gives you like if you sleep well, you have a good mood too. And I feel like that's something important to mention as well, because like for me, if I sleep less, I'm not in a good mood. I'm usually tired, and it just like for me, I get headaches too. So it just brings down my mood. And yeah, I'm not sure if you feel that too, like if you think like sleep is essential, or is it something that's not really?
I definitely think sleep is essential. I can literally sleep so easily. It's like so concerning. And if I don't get my sleep, I'm not fun to be around. So I definitely agree that you need to get enough sleep, but you also don't want to get too much sleep, because then that's also like not good either.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not good to sleep too much?
Yeah, it just makes you feel like I don't know. I feel like I've been told that before, and I'm not gonna argue with it. So
Yeah, I feel like a lot of sleep is not good. Because I feel like it promotes like
laziness, kind of.
Yeah, and well, it just depends on the person's situation. If you're like depressed, then people who are depressed tend to sleep more. So yeah, it's very concerning if people sleep more than usual. But yeah, I feel like sleep is very good, just for your body too. I heard that it restore, like when you sleep, it restores cells or something like that. I'm not really informed, but that's what I've heard before. So you guys can look up and see if that's correct. But I believe so. And then I wanted to ask, do you think there's like a difference between self-confidence and self-esteem?
I don't think there is. I mean, they're just two different terms, but I feel like self-confidence is like I don't know. I'm like having an idea. I just can't really describe it. I feel like self-confidence is more of like the way you like advocate for yourself. And then self-esteem is just kind of is something that like everybody has. And then it's you can either grow that or not. But I feel like self-confidence is more of like something about advocating for yourself. Maybe that's just because of the word confidence. I'm not sure. But they're very similar, if anything.
Yeah. I am looking self-esteem right now, and it says self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. So like for me, before I was looking the definition, I felt like it was more like self-esteem relates to ego in a way. But like I think it makes sense how the definition is in Google, and it's how we value and perceive ourselves. But I feel like you need both to have like I feel like you need self-esteem to have self-confidence in a way. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Kimberly?
I think they're the same thing, to be honest, as well. I think they're both like being confident is just being confident about yourself, and yeah, just like the way you show up to things probably, and then like self-esteem. I don't know. I feel like I know more about like self-confidence rather than self-esteem, because most of the time people are like be self-confident, they don't say like have self-esteem. So yeah, that's my thought. And I had another question for you, Julia. So this is I might not explain this well. So what do you think like girls and guys can do to help their inner selves, like being confident? I feel like a lot of people think it's like the way you appear, but a lot of people lack from the inside of being confident. How do you think others can improve that in like inner and outer beauty, basically?
For me, I think you need to kind of get in tune with yourself, because I definitely think my self-confidence, self-esteem, however you want to say it, I think it's improved a lot. It's skyrocketed a lot, and I'm really happy about that, because I don't think I was never this like content with myself. Definitely not in high school. I was very like quiet, like I was definitely like an overthinker, and I just didn't like myself. And then I kind of like realized that like this is the only body that I'm going to have while I live on this earth. And if I don't like it, then what am I doing with myself? So after I kind of had that realization, I kind of just I did a lot of journaling, and that helped me get to know myself. And I did a lot of things like on my own, like not like in a bad way, but I definitely just spent a lot more time alone. And I think the more that I did that, I kind of learned more about myself, and then I kind of realized things that I liked. And then yeah, and then there's also like just because you are confident doesn't mean that like you don't have your off days or like you don't have insecurities, but I definitely think it's for the most part just coming to terms with yourself and loving yourself like regardless, just because like I said, like you're only given one body to live on this earth with, so you might as well enjoy your time in it, because they're not going to get a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I feel like just being positive really makes your day much more smoother. And like for instance, like if you've encountered like a problem, like for example, if you spilled coffee on yourself, someone who doesn't have like a positive mindset would get frustrated and angry at themselves for spilling coffee on their shirt or anything like that, and they're gonna like have this mood of being angry throughout the day, and they're gonna start not liking themselves, and then they're gonna find like every tiny thing that like irritates them and then make their day much worse. And I feel like if you were just positive, you would be like, oh well, it was a mistake or something, like I accidentally spelt the coffee. But you can hopefully, like if you're at home, you can change to a shirt and still be positive and not like pick at like tiny things that irritate you. And I feel like it makes your life much more smoother in that case. But yeah, I don't know. Kimberly, what do you think?
I think that I feel like, or this isn't really something, but I think definitely like saying hi to people can bring yourself like just like a joy. Because when people say hi to me when I'm walking somewhere, I just get like happy or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like definitely you should say hi to someone, like even if you're having a bad day, just like smile at them or something. And to always know that like everyone has like off days, and just try to find a hobby. Like I know a lot of people like to crochet. Like you can crochet, paint. I feel like having a good hobby to stick to can help yourself be more confident in like different aspects, because whatever you're interested in, I feel like it feels good sharing it with other people. So yeah.
Yeah. Julie, you mentioned that like you were like before an overthinker, but now you're not. I was wondering if you're more social around you, like I know you're going to school online, but like are you like are you able to meet new people around where you live?
Yeah, I definitely still overthink 1000%, but it's definitely gone. Like I do overthink, but it's not as bad as it was before. And I would say I am pretty introverted for the most part, but just from where I live, I've met a lot of really cool people and I try and go out as much as I can without like pushing myself, obviously. Um, but yeah, I think just getting out of your comfort zone, there's no you if as long as you're not like pushing yourself, I think there's nothing wrong with getting out of your comfort zone. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
so what if you want to share this? I don't know if you would like to share this. What is something that you do to make yourself feel confident, or something that happens that doesn't make you feel confident anymore? If that makes sense.
Wait, could you explain the last part one more time?
Like, pretend like something happens, like a situation, and then you just get like basically, I guess, sad, or like you just don't feel as confident anymore. Like, is there something
Mhm.
specific that happens like that?
I definitely think that happens just because like, I'm a human being, but I can't think of one specific, like, example off the top of my head, but like I said kind of earlier, like, I definitely have my off days, and anyone who says that they never have their off days is lying because 'cause you're human, and that's just not true, so I wouldn't believe what they have to say. Um, but yeah, I can't think of a specific example, but even though my confidence has gone up, I do still have my off days 1000%. And I think those off days are important to have because then it does make you it doesn't make you feel more confident, but it does, like, at least for me, like, makes me think like when I am confident to be like, I just need to try my hardest to carry this kind of mindset all the time and don't let like the negativity like overcome this positive one that I have.
Mm.
Yeah, for me, I've like personally, I've tried to say hi to people, meet new other people, and I feel like it really does like uplift your mood, and it makes it like I don't know how to say it, but like you feel this warmth when you like know this person and you're like, okay, it's fine. Like it's okay to ask questions in class now because I know these people and we're on board, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately we have like only 1 minute left. Is there any tips that you wanted to say before we leave?
I definitely think like when I was saying something about like just getting in tune with yourself, that's honestly how I turned things around. A lot of my friends that knew me around like after high school, like beginning of college, like knew how things were with me and it wasn't how it is right now. And I definitely think because I became in tune with myself, it's how I got to how I think about myself today. So if you're looking to drastically change how you think about yourself, just spend time alone and do things that will like expand your mind, like journaling or something, or like reading or painting or whatever. Just doing things that will get you in tune with yourself will drastically just change your mood and of how you think of yourself. So yeah.
Yeah, I think working in for yourself is really good to bring self-confidence. But yeah, that's all for today's show. Thank you, Julia, for being here. And yeah, is there any last words, Kimberly, before we leave?
No, but thank you, Julia, for joining us today and sharing. I really liked hearing your thoughts and like your experiences with everything. And I'm definitely going to try the journaling thing again. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me. This was super fun. I appreciate you guys thinking of reaching out to me.
Well, bye guys. See you guys next week.